Yes, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time we finally return to Subway Surfers. I've not been too consistent uploading on this channel recently. It's because I've been away from my dad's house. I've been away from where my setup is. I have done a few shorts to the GTA episodes that I've made, but I just got thinking today, I haven't actually made any Subway Surfers videos, so it's actually time to get on that. So yeah, time to get on these Subway Surfers videos. I think we're about 18,000, 17, well to be precise, 17,718 coins away from our next board, and I think we are, where is she? Who's the person I've got? I'm trying to think who it is. And I think, yeah, we're about 14 keys away from getting her outfit. So, still got quite a bit of way to go. But free daily gift we'll have. What's this? Literally don't need it. Please, like, leave me alone with that. I don't know what they're used for. I don't really want them. So, let's not do that. Like, that is so cool. Cool. I didn't even care for that. Got it, mate. Oh, that's such a pointless. I don't know what they're used for. I don't want them. I don't want them. I'll have that. I am a diamond performer. Oh, 10k. We're now 2,468 away from... No, we're not, because we need an extra 5k. We're like 8,000, 7,000 something, 8,000 away. My maths is not that good. Look, I've left school for a bit of while now, so... Yeah, it ain't looking too good, bruv. Oh, 200 coins, this is just fantastic. Is this how long I've been away? I'm just getting swept away by claiming all this stuff. Oh, that's free as well. I'll have that. Thank you, thank you. This is, wow, this is like a welcome back gift. Except to keep giving me event coins. What are event coins? No one cares. No one cares. I'll have, though. I'll have. Oh, Christ, it doesn't stop. Cool, thank you. I don't want event coins. I don't think they're very useful. Right. Let's play what we got. I just need to get about 1,000 more coins, then we're moving on to the next level. Let's start off with 2 head starts, because as we know, I usually only get 2 runs in, so I might as well use the head starts and then the score boosters. See where we are going. What topic of conversation do I have today? I think we can mix it up a bit. Misfits X Series 16 just happened. I put my reactions out and my predictions out on the Thomas Vance YouTube channel. I was a bit late putting the predictions out, but I did record them the day before or the day of. I just completely forgot to upload them on time, so it meant that the event was going on and it got to the anti-Taylor fight, which was the co-main event, and I'd realised, oh no, I haven't uploaded them. So I uploaded the video as the main event was happening, but I got it there before the main event finished, so I think it still qualifies as official predictions. But I think you can tell from my predictions that I did upload them before, because I did get most of the predictions correct. I did correctly, I got you correct, but I had no insight on that. I just thought I got you looked more confident. So yeah, but I did get that one correct. I got the... Oh no, I forgot to press buttons. I think I got the Cray Ace Musa fight correct, but I still think it's unfair that Cray has been re-entered into the tournament and he's now in the semis. I think that's quite unfair on everyone in the tournament, but you know, it is what it is. They had to find short notice opponent, I get it. And look, good for Cray, but I just think it is kind of unfair. It's unfair on Ace Musa mostly, because he was prepared for Wally Sharks, who's arguably not as quick and as precise as... No, Cray is, but you know, I did predict that correctly, because I did think, with not seeing what Ace Musa's capable of, I did think Cray would win, but apparently it was very close from the highlights anyway. The highlights showed about 10 seconds of one round and then the results, so the highlights weren't looking too good because they're not really showing as much. But then we had, I predicted both the debut prospects would do well, like Jahan Ingram and Amir Cashman Anderson. I did expect Jahan Ingram to maybe get a knockout, but he didn't. I mean, being a man who's knocked down Rolly Romero and sparring, I did quite expect that, but it never happened, so fair play. But Amir Cashman Anderson got the knockout. I was expecting that, given that his opponent was 1-5, and this man was had been in the Olympics and had multiple national championships in the amateurs, so I was expecting that knockout from Amir Cashman Anderson. We then had Yuri Gang versus Argentinian King in the semi-finals of the lightweight tournament. I did obviously predict Yuri Gang to win. Like, I think the final should be Joey Knight versus Yuri Gang in possibly the closest fight you've ever seen. Because I can recognise the skill of Yuri Gang. He's like the Mayweather of Misfits. Like, he's very good, especially defensively as well. But he uses his defense as his offense, because he defends the other people's shots and then counters off them with a quick jab 1-2. And he's fast as well. So I definitely predicted him beating Argentinian King, especially based on Argentinian King's first performance. I mean, it was his first fight. It was a short notice opponent. Puliarov did run away. I get all that. And look, that is a great excuse, because in this fight, Argentinian King, just from the highlights, I haven't seen the full fight, but Argentinian King looked a lot better than I expected. A lot quicker, a lot sharper. I really expected, like, Yuri Gang to dominate him. I didn't expect knockout, because I think Argentinian King is right. Yuri Gang doesn't hit too hard, but I think volume and pressure would obviously help stop him. You know, like, Yuri Gang doesn't necessarily need power. He just needs volume of punches. But yeah, I mean, I expected Yuri to win, but I'm still impressed with Argentinian King's performance. Just from what I've seen like a 10-second clip, and it's impressive enough. So yeah. Then Anthony Taylor fought Samuel Erickson on short notice. Samuel Erickson was training for OJ Rose, which is obviously a tough fight, but not as tough as Anthony Pretty Boy Taylor. Now, obviously, I think I predicted Anthony Pretty Boy Taylor to win, because, you know, if Anthony Taylor hadn't have been in a camp already, I maybe would have went with Samuel Erickson. But obviously Anthony Taylor was already in a camp for KSI, which is quite a hard opponent, so he was obviously training very seriously. Plus, he's a champ for a reason. He's good at making fights difficult with people. He's good in the clinch. He gets up close, roughs up people, and makes it a long day for them. But I was never going to write off Samuel Erickson, because I understand he's a great karate combat fighter, but I've not really seen him fight. But from the clips I've seen, he's quite explosive and he's violent, and I just thought, look, people who have beat Anthony Taylor, like Idris Virgo, he was putting the pressure on him. And with someone who's explosive and violent, that's putting the pressure on. And I thought Samuel Erickson could maybe cause Anthony Taylor some problems, but I thought with them preparing for OJ Rose, who's less than Anthony Taylor, and Anthony Taylor preparing for KSI, who's more than Samuel Erickson, it had to be Anthony Taylor to win. But I did not see the knockout coming. I will admit that. I thought it would be like a very close matchup, but Anthony Taylor would just win it on volume of punches. I did not see a stoppage happening, so credit to Anthony Taylor for that one. But then the final, I called very close. You know, two men who have won fights, but also lost fights, and they've lost against very good people, but won against very easy people, so it's very hard to judge where they're at. Because if they'd lost against bad people, then we could say not very good. But if they beat good people, then we can say quite good. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, Tempa, when he wins, he beats Overt, Floor, and Ginty. They're not exactly the most impressive. And when he loses, he lost to Slim and Anthony Taylor, which is nothing to be ashamed of. And I know he's beat King Kenny, but that was it was both their first fights, both very inexperienced. Controversial close fight as well. But if he beat today's King Kenny, then yes, I'd be impressed. But the same with Josh Bruckner. I mean, on Misfits when he won, he beat Chase Demore. At the time, wasn't nothing impressive. Now it would be a bit better, but still nothing too exciting. But then when he lost to Salt Pappy, which again, nothing to be ashamed of. But I think Josh Bruckner was the favourite in that fight. So yeah, it's kind of hard to judge how necessarily good or how bad they were. I thought stylistically, you know, they're both quite technical, but they're not necessarily hard hitters. I thought Josh Bruckner kind of swings, not wildly, but he swings like he likes throwing the hooks and the overhands, and I thought Tempa likes going straight down the pipe. It's going to be a very interesting fight. But no, I mean, Tempa looked slightly better, slightly sharper, but for, how long has it been? 11 months since he last fought. Because he fought in September on Misfits 09. 11 months, I don't think it's enough improvement. I mean, to be fair, it's been longer since Josh Bruckner fought. It's been well over a year and a half, so yeah, Josh Bruckner got the knockout. Kind of hard to watch because I hate seeing Tempa lose again. But when you think about it, he's only 3-3. People saying he should retire, but I think what he should do is he should have one more fight. Another fight on the level of Josh Bruckner where he's kind of 50-50. Not an easy one like Overt Floor or Ginty, and not a hard one like Slim or KSI. And not on short notice as well. He's fought a lot of short notice opponents, and obviously that's always going to affect the results, as we've seen on this card. So I think with a full training camp, an opponent that's 50-50. If he wins and redeems himself, he has a chance at staying in the sport. If not, he's got to retire, because he's 3-3. Can't necessarily say he's too bad just because he's got knocked out 3 times. Yes, they've been devastating, but they've not exactly been something to be ashamed of. I mean, look at the opponents he's been in the ring with. But I was quite surprised. I don't know why. I couldn't see Josh Brookner win this fight. Maybe I just had some favouritism towards Temper, but yeah, it's got me questioning Malik Scott's coaching ability as a boxer, because, I mean, look at Deontay Wilder, right? He's been known for his powerful punches, but when it's come to the technical boxing, he's lost in every aspect. He lost to Tyson Fury in technical boxing. Then Joseph Parker, someone who shouldn't be competing with Deontay Wilder. If Deontay Wilder was having trilogies with Tyson Fury, and Joseph Parker beat him because he completely outboxed him, he dominated him, he put the pressure on, and Deontay Wilder couldn't land a clean shot because Joseph Parker was being difficult. And that's a skill issue. That's a serious technical issue that Deontay has, and it's proved the same for Temper. He knows how to punch, but he doesn't know how to box. It's got me questioning Malik Scott. BJ Flores has obviously learned, like, he's trained some vicious people. I mean, he trained Jake Paul, and Jake Paul came with vicious knockouts. As soon as he started training Josh Brookner came with vicious knockouts. He trains Tristan Ham. He's got some power, but obviously he's just very inexperienced, and it wasn't in his favour. But in all fairness, he took Le'Veon Bell in his second fight, which is quite ballsy. But now we understand. We have Misfit 17 coming up. KSI can't fight because of an injury, but he's doing a concert. I think the concert's the main event, but I don't think it should be. I think it should be just before the main event, like Crawford Madrimov card with the Eminem performance. So far on the card, we've got HS Tiki versus someone which I think Misfits might be going for. Oh, bollocks. I think Misfits might be going for a main event, which maybe not, I don't know. But then I've also got Danny Aaron's versus Danny Simpson. Don't know much about football, but I've heard Danny Simpson is a football player. Could be a good fight. But we've got some decent fights on the card, just not any massive names. Anthony Taylor has said apparently... oh, what's this? Anthony Taylor has said after his win over Samuel Erickson, apparently August 31st, 3 weeks from now, he's finally getting that Gabriel Silva fight. So maybe we'll see that on August 31st, and I think that could be a potential main event because Anthony Taylor's got a big enough name now. He's in the sport enough. He's making a big enough name for himself, and Gabriel Silva being Anderson Silva's son, definitely a big card play right there. I think that's a potential main event. I heard something, maybe the lightweight semi-finals, maybe Cray versus Joey Knight could be at Dublin. So you never know. That's an exciting card. Speaking of exciting cards, last year, Misfits 09, in September, Misfits came to Newcastle. I was so surprised because, like, one, that's my hometown, and I'm like, yes. But also, like, of all the places they've been London, they've been Nashville, you know, and they've come to Newcastle in their 9th card, and I was like, this is like, we're not a major city. Like, what is going on? Like, in some sense, arguably, we're a major city, but I just never expected it. And obviously, I get because it was Aaron Chalmers in the main event, it would make sense, you know. They've been to London loads of times for KSI, so why would they go to London for Idris Virgo? I know he's from Birmingham, but he resides in London. It probably made more sense to go to Newcastle for Aaron Chalmers because he's known for being part of Newcastle culture, you know, because he'd been on Geordie's show, massive Newcastle show, but also somehow Aaron Chalmers was the A side in this fight, all because he had that Mayweather fight. So came to Newcastle, and I was quite surprised. But they're coming back, which is even more surprises. They've come back a year later. El Brook's the main event against another BKFC fighter. Fair play. Hope the card's good because I want to be there. I really want to be. It's for last time it was a week after my birthday. Literally a week after my birthday on the 25th, and this time round it's 4 days before my birthday. So this is just working out fantastically. So maybe I can go to Misfits, but we don't know. We don't know yet, but that will be exciting. I do think they shouldn't have put El Brook in the ring against another big FC fighter. They probably should have ran back the Paige Van Zandt fight, but it is what it is. It is what it is. If it's a good fight, it's a good fight. You know what I mean? You can't discredit it. What can we talk about pro boxing wise? Anthony Joshua's next fight scheduled, Daniel Dubois, September 21st, 3 days after my birthday. This is just going fantastically. Yeah, I mean, Wembley Arena, Daniel Dubois is going to be AJ's toughest opponent, probably since Usyk. I mean, yeah, definitely. Daniel Dubois on the up after beating a Jarrell Miller that was 100 pounds heavier, and then beating a Filip Hrgovic, who I thought Filip Hrgovic would win that fight, but apparently not. Yeah, he destroyed him as well. That's the crazy thing. You know, Daniel Dubois could possibly pose some problems for Anthony Joshua, but I think Anthony Joshua's got a newfound mindset. He's just on another level right now, and I think he's winning that fight. And I think the fight to make is Tyson Joshua. Stop putting it off. I think obviously Tyson's gonna fight Usyk again, probably lose again, and both Joshua and Fury are gonna have the same story of I'm better than you, but they both lost to Usyk. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna give Tyson Fury a second chance at Usyk because obviously, like, they both badly got beat by Usyk, but I would say Tyson Fury got beat worse than Anthony Joshua did. But then again, I think Tyson also did better than Anthony Joshua did, so it's still hard to tell. Like, Tyson did more damage to Usyk than Joshua did, but then again, Tyson took more damage from Usyk than Joshua did, so it's kind of hard to tell. But we're going to see how the second fight with Tyson and Usyk goes. But then I think the fight to make, if not a trilogy between Tyson and Usyk, because I think Usyk will win the second fight in maybe in a more emphatic fashion, you never know. I think the fight to make, as long as Joshua beats Dubois and Fury loses to Usyk, I think, do the Tyson-Joshua fight and the winner gets the trilogy with Usyk. Or if Joshua and Tyson have a trilogy themselves, they can all have a trilogy with Usyk. And then, you know, maybe we could just triple threat boxing. Why not? Why not? See, I'm looking forward to that one. All the, like, fighting's doing so well right now. Same with WWE. WWE, August 31st, have Bash in Berlin. I've done my SummerSlam predictions. I got them all right as well. I thought LA Knight... Oh, Christ on a bike. I thought it was about time Logan Paul dropped the belt, and I thought LA Knight needed a title. So, yeah, that worked out pretty well. I thought it was, yeah, the second match of Bron Breakker, it was a bit obvious that Bron Breakker was going to win the Intercontinental Championship. It was about time as well. About time for that. Let's take a pause from this for a minute so we can look at our new missions. Roll 50 times in one run, collect 30,000 coins, score. Right, we've already done that. We are now at 67. Oh, I got sound like Mike Tyson there. We're now at 67,000 coins. We can get ourselves a new board. That wasn't exactly Mike Tyson, but we'll take it regardless. Which board is it? I believe it's this one. Let's have it. Right, we'll have it. Right, let's continue going. So yeah, then there was also the Rhea Liv. I wasn't sure who was going to win the title, but what I was sure on was that Dominic was going to turn on Rhea, and it goddamn happened. With the World Heavyweight Championship, I knew Gunther was going to beat Damien, and I knew Finn was going to turn on Damien. And I love the angle that we've now got with where Damien and Rhea are kind of top baby faces, but they're kind of on their own, but still together as like a duo. And the new Judgment Day is like tag team champions Finn and JD, but then also Carlito, Dom and Liv, the new heel power couple. Judgment Day proper heels again because Rhea getting cheered. It's about time to make her a baby face, but Damian Priest also probably about time to make him a baby face, but you know, he still needs a bit of work in the ring and on the mic, but he's certainly getting better, certainly on the up. And to be honest, the fans come out with no end, cheer Damian Priest like there's no tomorrow, so fair enough, go for it. And I love that Gunther's World Heavyweight Champion now. He's going to bring prestige back to that title so far, and I'm loving the new title holders because Damian Priest did not hold that World Heavyweight title correctly. He held it slightly hanging off his shoulder, like just slouching off it, and it didn't look good. Gunther's holding it properly over his shoulder with the strap behind him and the plate as high up on his shoulder as he can. That's how you do it. Same with LA Knight. LA Knight did that as well. I love it. But then I also knew Cody Rhodes was going to retain because Roman Reigns was coming back. No way they were having that in the main event without Roman Reigns' return, especially with all the events happening at SummerSlam. The Punk, Drew McIntyre, I wasn't sure who was going to win, but what I was sure was that Seth Rollins was going to get involved with both people and create a three-way feud, which is exactly what happened. Drew ended up getting the win. I think that was probably the right move, because to have Punk come in and take his first singles match win over Drew McIntyre, who slaved away, it's the right move. It's definitely the right move to make. But I love the work WWE's doing with everyone. Every single superstar's got a role. Every single superstar's got something to be doing. There's not a single superstar that's dead on the roster. The moves are improving. The storylines are improving. Just the overall fan engagement's improving. Everyone either gets really loudly cheered or really loudly booed. It's fantastic. The one thing that isn't getting better is the theme tunes. In fact, they're getting worse. WWE and Def Rebel, man. Death Rebel just ruin all the theme songs. We finally got Sheamus's old theme song back, and then they mixed a bit of his new theme song with his old theme song, and then they had it for about 3 weeks, and then they just completely got rid of it for a Death Rebel tune, and it was just absolutely horrendous. Braun Breaker's had like 3 songs. They've changed Roman Reigns of all people, and he had a fantastic one. I mean, it's not a bad necessarily, but it was just unnecessary to change it. The theme tunes have got to be fixed, man, because like theme tunes are what make you, you know, they're part of WWE. You grow up as a kid singing John Cena, The Rock, Jeff Hardy, Edge, all these iconic theme songs, Randy Orton, CM Punk. Now, I'll be damned if they would not change Cody Rhodes' theme song. Cody Rhodes would not allow it. I'll be damned if they change CM Punk's theme song, but I'm hoping CM Punk wouldn't allow it. They wouldn't dare change Randy Orton's theme song, and they wouldn't dare change John Cena's theme song. They better not. Rhea Ripley's got a banging theme song. Damian Priest had a banging theme song, then they changed it. The Judgment Day have a banging theme song. They better not change that, I swear to God. They better not change... Oh, watch them change Rey Mysterio's theme song as well. They're just... Nah. Bayley's theme song needs fixing. Like, nah. That's the one thing that I'm not liking. But so far, we've got Bash in Berlin, August 31st. Berlin, Germany. Obviously, Gunther's on that card. I mean, literally, he's not really... I think he's Austrian, but speak German and basically connected to Germany, I think, anyway. So, yeah. I mean, they're putting him up against Randy Orton. I didn't see that coming, but then obviously I remembered the King of the Ring finals. Controversial win for Gunther because Randy's shoulders weren't on the mat. I love the long-term storytelling, and obviously that was a mistake. Obviously, Gunther was meant to pin Randy clean, but I like how WWE are capitalising on the real life accident that happened, making, you know, bringing some legitimacy to it. Plus, obviously, Gunther's going to retain. They're not going to drop the belt already, but it just brings some prestige to Gunther, because to win in his hometown against an opponent like Randy Orton, who could definitely win the title, do you know what I mean? It shows that Gunther's a legit champion. And then Cody Rhodes is defending against Kevin Owens. For a second, I thought Kevin Owens turned on Cody, and I was like, oh, but obviously, I love Kevin, and I would love if he won the belt. I just don't see it happening, but I would love if they did that. But I appreciate that my guy's getting a WWE belt, because Kevin Owens is, in fact, my guy, my favourite current wrestler. Speaking of WWE being very good right now, Roman Reigns come back, and he's got the whole Bloodline feud going. I mean, the sheer pop that Roman Reigns gets now is ridiculous. Like, everyone loves him. From the most hated wrestler in the company to the most loved. Everyone chanting OTC, the only tribal chief. Didn't even need Paul Heyman. Everyone's here now. Ain't it mad? Cody Rhodes was the one to end Roman Reigns' reign and become the new champion. And now he's the champion. And yet he's not getting as many pops as Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost and came out better. It's fantastic. Now, I don't think they're going to put Roman solo at Bash in Berlin, because at Bash in Berlin, they kind of want to focus on Gunther, which means Gunther and Orton better be the main event, not Cody and Kevin. Come on, there's not even a big enough feud on that. You know, that's just a match slapped together, so no. But I think they're probably going to do Roman solo, Bad Blood, you know, tribal combat to become the tribal chief. That makes sense. Then they're probably going to have, I don't know if they have a pay-per-view before Survivor Series, but then obviously Survivor Series, they're going to have a War Games match. Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa is going to have Jacob Fatu. He's going to have Tama Tonga. He's going to have Tonga Loa. And Reigns is obviously going to have the return of the Usos. Jimmy and Jay are back together. But then there's obviously going to be someone else. Now, there's a couple people it could be. It could be Sami Zayn as the honorary Us. Or, what I think would work better, right? Although Sami Zayn, it would be better to, you know, get Sami Zayn in a feud, bring him back as honorary Us. But I think what would make it purely Bloodline and quite cool would bring The Rock, put The Rock on Team Roman. Now, that would obviously be a smart move, but they want The Rock to be a heel because they want The Rock to have the Cody Rhodes. They want The Rock to have the Cody Rhodes storyline. So I don't think they're going to bring The Rock back, because Team Roman's obviously going to be face, and they can have the Usos face again, and they can obviously have Reigns face. That is bullshit. But so I think it might be the honorary Us Sami Zayn, and that would be quite cool. But yes, that's my rant over for today. YouTube boxing's doing good. Actual boxing's doing good. WWE is doing fantastic. What else can you want? Let's check these events. Cool. Let's check it. What we got. Join. Oh, shut your mouth. I'm going to watch these adverts once I end the video, so if you see the next video and I've got more coins or whatever, it's because I've watched these adverts. Clean this though. I'll have those keys. Oh, I've already got that. I'll have that head start, thank you. And let's have this mystery box. Close it out with 500 coins. You gotta love it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.